the North Atlantic, a frigid, unforgiving expanse of steel-gray water where the ghosts of the Cold War have never truly slept. For centuries, these have been the world's most vital sea lanes, a battleground for empires. Today, a new conflict brews in the crushing dark, far beneath the stormy surface. Here, a new and terrifying game of cat and mouse is unfolding. A game where the stakes are not just a single warship, but the very balance of global naval power. In one corner, the apex of American maritime might, a 100,000-ton behemoth of a supercarrier, a floating fortress city protected by a ring of the most advanced warships ever built. In the other, a ghost, a predator forged in the shipyards of a resurgent Russia, armed with a weapon that defies interception, a weapon that changes the rules of naval combat. This is the story of a hunt, a showdown in the dark, where one wrong move could trigger a conflict that would change the world forever. This is the story of the Zircon ambush. Deep beneath the ice-strewn waters of the Barents Sea, a new apex predator has entered the hunt, the K-561 Kazan. She is not just a submarine, she is a statement of intent. The latest of Russia's formidable Project 885M, the Yasen-M class, a 13,800-ton hunter-killer designed for one purpose, to find and destroy the most valuable assets of its enemies, and to do so with terrifying efficiency. Her design is a masterclass in naval architecture, a fusion of brute force and surgical precision. Her hull, coated in anechoic tiles that absorb the searching pings of enemy sonar, is designed to slip through the West's most sophisticated detection nets. A low-noise pump-jet propulsion system, a departure from traditional propellers, leaves a faint acoustic signature that can be lost in the ocean's ambient noise. Her fourth-generation KTP-6 nuclear reactor gives her virtually unlimited range and endurance, allowing her to stalk her prey for months on end. A silent, patient killer. But it is not her silence or her endurance that makes the Kazan the most feared vessel of its kind. It is the fire she carries in her belly. Packed into her 8 vertical launch tubes are up to 32 of the most terrifying weapons ever conceived. The 3 M22 Zircon, a hypersonic cruise missile that travels at a blistering Mach 9 times the speed of sound. It's a weapon that moves so fast, it shrouds itself in a plasma cloud as it rips through the atmosphere, rendering it nearly invisible to radar. It's a weapon for which there is, as of now, no reliable defense. No carrier group in the world, not even America's finest, can guarantee a successful intercept. And the Kazan is now on the prowl. On the surface, a city of steel plows through the waves. The USS Gerald R, the lead ship of her class, the most advanced and powerful warship ever built. At her heart are 2 A-1B nuclear reactors, powering a vessel that can launch 30% more aircraft more quickly than any carrier in history. She is the fist of American power projection, a 4.5-acre slice of sovereign territory wherever she sails. But she is not alone. She is the queen on a chessboard of lethality. Her protectors, Carrier Strike Group 12, form a near-impenetrable, multi-layered shield. The Ticonderoga-class cruiser, USS Normandy, serves as the air defense commander, its powerful SPY-1 radar and Aegis combat system capable of tracking over 100 targets at once. A screen of Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, the USS Arleigh Burke and USS Porter, form the outer line of defense, the workhorses of the fleet, armed with a dizzying array of missiles for every conceivable threat. Their primary mission in this formation, anti-submarine warfare. And beneath the waves, her own silent guardians, one or more of America's own Virginia-class attack submarines, the quietest and most advanced in the world, acting as the strike group's unseen eyes and ears. This is a fortress at sea, a multi-billion-dollar ecosystem of defense in depth. High above, E-2D Hawkeye early warning aircraft circle, their powerful radars extending the fleet's vision for hundreds of miles. Closer to the water, MH-60R Seahawk helicopters, the carrier's own submarine hunters, patrol the perimeter. Every element is designed to detect, track, and eliminate any threat long before it gets close. They believe they are untouchable. They are about to be proven wrong. The Kazan's mission is audacious: to slip through the GIUK Gap, the heavily monitored chokepoint between Greenland, Iceland, and the United Kingdom, and prove that Russia can hold any NATO vessel at risk, at any time. Her commander, a veteran of the silent service, guides his ship through the treacherous underwater canyons of the Reykjanes Ridge, using the very noise of the ocean and the dense commercial shipping traffic to mask his passage. He is a ghost in a sea of ghosts. On a P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft flying a routine grid pattern out of Keflavik, a young sonar operator frowns. A flicker, a transient acoustic anomaly that disappears as quickly as it came. A whale, a geological event, or something more sinister. The data is logged, cross-referenced, but ultimately dismissed as non-hostile. The Kazan has made it through. She is a wolf in the sheepfold. For days, she stalks the Ford carrier group from a safe distance, remaining deep in a thermal layer, a boundary between cold and warmer water that distorts the searching pings of the American destroyers, making her appear as a phantom echo, or nothing at all. Her crew operates in near total silence, every dropped wrench, every spoken word a potential death sentence. They are gathering intelligence, using passive sonar to map the strike group's patrol patterns, listening to the electronic chatter, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The commander of Destroyer Squadron 2 is uneasy, the nagging feeling that they are being watched. Too many phantom contacts, too many unexplained sonar echoes. He orders a full-spectrum ASW, Anti-Submarine Warfare operation. The hunt is on, and it is relentless. MH-60R, Seahawks lift off the carrier's deck, fanning out and dipping their AQS-22 airborne low-frequency sonars into the icy water, sending out powerful pings to search the depths. The destroyers deploy their towed array sonars, long, sensitive tails designed to hear the faintest whisper of a submarine's passage. The entire strike group becomes a massive listening device, a net of sensors closing in on the Russian predator. On board the Kazan, alarms flash. A dipping sonar from a Seahawk has gotten too close. They have been detected. The hunter is now the hunted. The American destroyers, the USS Arleigh Burke and USS Porter, break formation and charge towards the Kazan's last known position, their hulls slicing through the waves at over 30 knots. Helicopters drop patterns of sonobuoys, creating a virtual cage of acoustic sensors around the Russian sub, designed to pinpoint its exact location for a torpedo attack. The Kazan's commander has a choice: run and be hunted down by the faster surface ships and aircraft, or fight. He chooses to fight. He has one fleeting window to complete his mission. He orders a radical maneuver, a sharp turn into the sonar blind spot of the lead destroyer, a move of incredible daring. As torpedoes begin to flood the water, he brings the Kazan to launch depth. The outer doors of the vertical launch tubes slide open with a low groan of hydraulics. The order is given. Fire! With a roar of compressed air, a Zircon missile erupts from the depths, breaching the surface in a plume of spray and rocketing into the sky. It accelerates with terrifying speed, its ramjet engine igniting as it screams towards the heavens. Mach 3, Mach 5, Mach 9. It is a silver bullet, a streak of hypersonic death aimed at the heart of the American fleet. On the bridge of the USS Gerald R. Ford, the world turns to slow motion. Alarms blare. Vampire, vampire, vampire! The Aegis cruisers and destroyers track the incoming threat, but it's moving too fast, its trajectory too unpredictable. Their SM-3 and SM-6 interceptors, the best in the world, are not designed for this. They fire, a desperate barrage against the inevitable. The Phalanx CIWS, the last line of defense, a Gatling gun spitting 4,500 rounds a minute, spins up, spitting a wall of lead into the sky. It is useless. The Zircon is simply too fast, its terminal maneuvers too erratic. We will never know for certain what happened in those final moments. Did the Zircon, a weapon traveling at over 1.5 miles per second, strike the Ford? Did the American interceptors get a 1 in a million lucky shot? Or did the Kazan, its primary weapon expended, fall prey to the swarm of Mark 54 torpedoes now converging on its position, a silent death in the cold, dark water? What we do know is this: for several tense hours, all communication from the Ford carrier strike group went silent. When contact was re-established, official statements spoke of a major systems malfunction and a training exercise accident. The Russian Ministry of Defense reported that the Kazan had successfully completed its patrol and returned to its home port. The truth is buried under layers of classification. But the message was clear, sent from the depths of the Atlantic to the halls of power in Washington and Brussels. The age of the untouchable supercarrier, the cornerstone of American naval dominance for 80 years, may be over. A new weapon has entered the arena, and the balance of power on the high seas has been shattered. The Zircon ambush was not just a skirmish in the North Atlantic, it was a warning that the next great naval war will be fought not with cannons and guns, but with silent, unseen predators and the hypersonic fire they unleash from the deep. The hunt has only just begun.